Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us with the 270 Classic World Championship match. Daniel Warren, the champion, versus Tyler, President Camacho Burrola. It's the rubber match. It's the third match. They've traded belts. They've traded wins. It is finally time to find out who the champion is. The code will be going out momentarily, and both of our competitors will be joining. If you're here with us tonight, I think you're in for a very special stream. These two have gone back and forth. Several matches against each other, trying to walk away with that beautiful 270 Classic World Championship. And before we begin, a word from our commissioner about what brought us to this evening. In the third and final match in the series of competitive championship bouts between these two highly skilled competitors, Daniel Warren will defend the 270 World Championship against Tyler Burrola. All roads in the 270 Classic World Championship League have led here. It all started with the inaugural 270 Classic Tournament, which Daniel Warren won to become the first ever 270 World Champion. The 270 Classic 2, a massive 32-competitor tournament, was held to determine who would have the honor to challenge Daniel Warren in Warren's first title defense. Tyler Burrola won and went on to face Warren. It was an epic match with high stakes. Both men were undefeated. Warren needed the win to cement his place as the rightful champion, and Burrola needed the win to not only extend his undefeated streak, but to capture his first world championship. Underdog Burrola prevailed, defeating Warren and winning the gold. Warren cashed in his championship rematch clause the following week. And then he lost his place. So let's check in on the match, which has already begun. I will post this in the comments so you can see where I was going with that. It is time for the match, which will not wait. Wow! Look at all that storyline. Isn't it amazing, folks? Yes, here we go. Joe Biden facing the Stone. Here we go. Switching over. Here we go. The Stone. Joe Biden. The 270 Classic World Championship. Who will prevail? I'll make my spend. Let's see what happens. Let's take a quick look at their bonuses. The Stone, of course. Well, here we go. Jumping right into it. The Stone looks like they are both going to fight over the Old South. Now, if you remember in their previous matchup, Tyler Burrola tried to move away from his Old South strategy Didn't quite work out, and here we go, straight back into the clash. So, taking a look at what we have here, looks like these two gentlemen have clashed over several of these states here. Both of them vying for the Old South bonus. Will be interesting to see here now if there is a pivot to a different bonus, if they'll double down on Old South, or perhaps the famous double clash pivot. I'll go ahead and make my spend now. Rene says, the final results of the lounge poll are 50% for Burrola and 50% for Warren. Even split. Let's see, money's just about even here. Looks like they both dipped into a bunch of different Old South states, contingencies here to try and make sure that they get that next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a poll in the stream and see what you guys think. Feel free to answer the poll that's about to pop up. Who will win the 270 Classic World Championship? Daniel Warren or Tyler Burrola? These two gentlemen have gone back and forth several times. Both of them looking to walk away from this series with the 270 Classic World Championship. Bryce Hawkins says, here's my hot take. Someone will win this, Tyler. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if you're right about that. Does someone have to win? Is that the rules? Here we go. Okay, so Biden moving up in Alabama. Stone moving up in Louisiana. Yep, it looks like they are both doubling down on the Old South. Both of them saving just almost about the same amount of money here. Stone overspending by just a little bit, but I think that's because he went into North Carolina. If you have any guesses as to what might happen here, feel free to throw a comment. Personally, I have no idea who this one's going to. These two guys have watched each other's matches for weeks now. They've played several matches against each other. They've tried out different strategies against each other. Daniel Warren always with a very versatile strategy. Tyler Burrola, very solid strategy. This is going to be a good one. This is definitely going to be a good one. Just like this commercial. Look at this young man holding up eggs. I know you guys can't see it, but that's what was happening. Here we go. Daniel Warren, Tyler Burrola, the match of the century. Burrola versus Warren 3 for the 270 Classic World Championship. Who will walk away the winner? Let's check out the poll. 1 vote for Daniel Warren, no votes for Tyler Burrola. Wow, that sure is a great sample pool. Bryce says, plot twist, 269 tie. Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, Rene, what would happen if there was a 269 tie? Would it go to the popular vote? Is there some other contingency in play? Feel free to drop a comment. I'm curious about that myself. And I will make my spend. Once again, if you see the poll at the bottom of the stream window, feel free to jump in and pick a competitor here. Daniel Warren, Tyler Burrola. We will do another poll for the ballot round to see how things change there. Just as a little comparison. Okay, it looks like Biden has a little bit more money than the Stone at this point. Both of them saved a good amount here. Certainly seems to look like they're both going to try and get that Old South bonus. Here we go. Biden, perhaps a pivot into swing states. No, Biden, it appears, I'm sure he'll go into New York. Yes, Biden is making a pivot to town and gown, it looks like. And Virginia, locked in, turn 3. Yes, that's right, Daniel Warren has locked in Virginia. As you guys know, I like to say, Virginia is almost always one of the first states locked in, and early, too. Virginia, I think, is a very special state. In the game, of course. I'm just kidding, I have no idea. Every state is special. It has the African American bonus, it has the high-tech bonus, it's tied into the Old South, and it has that wonderful swing state bonus. 13 electoral votes, and with only a cost of 22.5k. Personally, others may not agree with the math, but I think that especially if you're a Democratic candidate, Virginia is the highest quality choice for a state. And that's my TED Talk about Virginia in a game. And with that, I'll make my move. Jamie says, Virginia is no longer a swing state. That may be the case, Jamie, but Virginia certainly is. In this game. Chad says, Arkansas is the key to victory, as we all know. Absolutely, Chad. Everyone knows. Those that are in the in, of course. Know that Arkansas makes winners. I know that was a typo, Jamie, but I had to do it to him. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. If you're just tuning in, this is the 270 Classic World Championship match. Tyler Burrola versus the champion, Daniel Warren. This is the third match in their series. It began with the champion, Daniel Warren, defending against the challenger, Tyler Burrola. Tyler, in spectacular fashion, managed to beat Daniel Warren and take the belt, who then took it back from him in his rematch. Now, here we are again, with Tyler's final chance to walk away with the belt. The Stone moving into Florida. Both into South Carolina, Louisiana, Mississippi. Here we go. North Carolina, Biden moving up. New Mexico, and Ohio. It appears that both of these gentlemen are going, perhaps, for the swing state bonus. Certainly, Tyler is going for the swing state bonus. And Daniel will get the Old South bonus. A nice $55,000 per turn. I agree, Chad. Arizona is also a favorite of mine. It's a great one. Let's take a look. Arizona, 24K, tied to African American bonus. Latino, swing state, town and gown. Another excellent state for the Democrats, absolutely. I think I'll personally give the edge a little bit to Virginia, but Arizona also absolutely an excellent one. Let's see what we have here. Let's check out the bonus situation. Close. Swing state. Let's check that out. You need about 200k to get the swing state bonus. So, assuming Burrola gets Florida 100, 50 for Ohio, 185. Yep, that's just enough to get the swing state bonus. And I do believe that he is unchallenged. Yes, he will get the swing state bonus next turn. I'll make my spend, and let's see what happens. Jamie says, Montana should have an agriculture bonus. You know what, Jamie? I go back and forth on that. On one hand, I think it would be kind of cool if Montana was a part of the agriculture group, if you will. On the other hand, I think it's kind of cool that Montana doesn't have a state lobby, because that kind of makes it unique and special in its own right, because people tend to count it out, and you can turn a game with Montana. I think it kind of puts Montana in its own class, rather than it just being a weaker part of a big state lobby. It is what it is. It's 3 electorals. But I mean, if they added it to a state group, I certainly wouldn't be upset about it. But I'm cool with it not being one either. Let's take a look at the map. Stone. We might see a steal in North Carolina, but probably not yet. I think it's pretty clear that he will spend the amount that he needs, if he has it, to get the swing state bonus next turn. Here we go. Burrola moving into Arizona. He's spreading out further to get that swing state bonus. Yep, a lot of money saving. Both of these guys holding back. Let's take a look. 500K. 475. About 39K separates these two gentlemen. Where's the money coming from? Daniel Warren. Old South money. Probably has... what? 110K Old South money-ish. Easily 100,000. Burrola. The Stone. President Camacho. No state lobbies yet. 475K. Pure, cold, hard, digital, money, just a number on a screen, cash. Oh wow. Look at that. Definitely, I think you're going to see Warren make a push for his town and gown bonus. Does he have the appropriate state? Actually, yes, he does have the appropriate states, but he needs to ensure that he keeps Arizona. Jamie making a prediction. He says Daniel will win African American bonus. Well, he just said AA, but, I expanded upon it. Daniel will win AA. I won't change his words. Okay. I'll take your prediction. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, you're right. If he moves up in New York and a couple other things, yeah, he'll definitely get that bonus. That'll be big too. I believe that's 110,000 for Biden. Yep, 110,000. That'd be a nice payday for him. But you may see Burrola steal some of these Old Souths if he can, and you might also see me take too long to spend my money. Bryce says, pick up Utah, too, to get town and gown. Yeah, he might want to move into something else to make sure that he doesn't not get his town and gown bonus if Burrola manages to squeak away with Arizona here. Definitely. Going to read the results here. I'm going to show the results in panel. We have 4-1 here. Folks think that Daniel Warren is going to walk away with the 270 Classic World Championship. We'll check back again on that in a little bit, towards the ballot. If you're just tuning in now, thank you for joining us. This is the 270 Classic World Championship match. It's the rubber match. It's the third one in the series. It is Tyler President Camacho Burrola versus the champion, the world champion, Daniel Warren. The winner of this match will walk away with the belt and move on to the next challenge in front of them. Let's take a look at that belt. A minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Turn 6. Pretty close match so far. Only one bonus on the table. Old South. A couple on deck. Things are about to heat up soon. We got action in Florida. And we have a steal in Louisiana. Tyler Burrola has stolen Louisiana. And he will get his swing state bonus. I think that might be, what, 125k for the stone. Yes. That is going to be some helpful money in these upcoming turns. Jeremy Cooper Sperber says, thank you to everyone who turned into the MFT Group C Championship that just finished on another network. Eric York came out on top. Congratulations, Eric. Big win there, buddy. Awesome. Congratulations. Bray says, New York, Massachusetts, Utah will get you town and gown and also help towards high tech. Yeah, that'll get you pretty far in with high tech for sure. Great match here so far between these two competitors. You can tell that both of these gentlemen have a lot of experience. Making some good plays against each other. I think we're going to see a lot of clashing coming up soon. If we have any late guesses as to who we think might walk away with this championship, feel free to drop the comment. Rene says, one thing these guys might be thinking about is once they're done with each other, who will they face next? Yeah, that's a great question, Rene. There's a lot of amazing competitors that are currently in the 270 league, or excuse me, the 270 Classic League, if you will, and a lot of contenders that are, just beneath the surface here, waiting to get a shot at whoever the champion is of this match. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of that coming. Got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And I think we'll have something happening again here soon. That could flip. Old South could flip. That's possible. Look at that. That's a guy who knows the math. Right on the money. Just the exact amount he needed. Town and gown not too far behind for Daniel Warren. Still just needs to move up in a couple states and he'll grab that bonus. Florida, some interesting stuff could happen here soon. Might we see a Florida steal coming? Okay, the final results of the poll. Daniel Warren with 63%. Who will win the 270 Classic World Championship? Okay, gonna close the results now. And we'll run another poll a little bit further on in this matchup. So, looks like so far a decent majority of folks think it's going to be Daniel. Alright. Oh, and Tyler with a steal of North Carolina. That's a big grab right there. And that will take away Daniel's Old South bonus and give it to Tyler. But Daniel Warren has quite a bit of general use money saved up currently. However, Tyler currently has 2 bonuses. I'll do my spend now before I forget. Okay. Rene says, Supon, Richard. Now, Rene, is that Richard Altfeld or Richard Gadd? Rene says, Supon, Richard, Jason, and Javier round out the top of the division. I'm not sure what Richard it is because they're both really good competitors. I'd believe it was either of them, personally. Oh, no worries. He says it was Richard Altfeld. Richard Altfeld, of course, the proprietor and commissioner of the MLL League, the multiplayer league that's been going on this page since very early on and when the tournaments began. Currently in Season 4 of that particular tournament. Shout out to Richard. Another excellent league that's going on in the 270 Lounge. A lot of good tournaments going on right now, actually. We're in our tournament renaissance. North Carolina. Now here's the question. Is Daniel going to double back and try and steal North Carolina back right away? Maybe a Maryland steal perhaps to try and round out that high-tech bonus. Louisiana, another very possible state for a return for Biden to steal back. Okay, Daniel goes into California. Burrola looks like making a move for... Not sure, high tech maybe? Oh, and Daniel with a double drop into Texas. Oh, I see. So Daniel's going for the Texas-California double. Very nice. Electorals, very even right now. 185 to Biden's 188. I think we're going to see a lot of bonuses rolling in soon. Now, Daniel doesn't have enough money to get that Cali, Texas money rolling in yet. But very similar to another match earlier this evening, Daniel is looking to grab 3 out of 4 of the largest states in the game. That would be a lot of bonus money. Cody says, am I the only one struggling to see the colors on the map? Yeah, I would say that these colors are a little light. Maybe the ones where they're only in 1 or 2 pips, I think, are a little lacking, yeah. It's the light green, I think, that's really, like, if you look at New Hampshire, I can see what you're saying there. Maybe if you're getting closer, it's not as bad. Yeah. I'll make my spend. Jamie with a prediction. He says, once Daniel has California, Texas, and New York, the game is over. It's possible. I mean, Jamie, I'm not an expert at this game, but I personally have won a game without any of the 4 biggest states. But, as a caveat to that, I've not done it without having at least 1 or 2 of them for a portion of the game. That is certainly a lot more difficult. If you never have that bonus money rolling in, yeah, that makes it a lot tougher. Let's take a look at the state groups. Burrola moving in on African American. I think maybe that's actually the play that I missed here. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him move into Arizona as well. Daniel, of course, going for the Texas-Cali double here. That'll also get him Latino if he moves up in New York, although that'll take at least a couple turns here. It'll also get him high-tech. That could be what he's going for. If he gets high-tech, that's going to help him play in Pennsylvania and Maryland against Tyler, so that's also a very possible play that he's making. Tyler Burrola, if he moves into at least one of these, or it might be both of them, but he's pretty close to getting manufacturing without Texas, which would help him pressure Daniel Warren in Texas, so that's a possibility. Cody Shepard says, Team Warren. Maybe he's really with Tyler Burrola and it's reverse psychology. He's hexing him, perhaps. Probably not. But you never know. Keep your eyes on Louisiana. I think you might see that stolen. Burrola currently has just about double the money that Daniel Warren has. Minute left on the clock. Cody says, I love trash talkers. Oh, I see. So that's why you're on Team Daniel. That makes sense. Daniel, of course, loves to post comments in the lounge prior to the matchups. Flinging some mud around. Here we go. Stone moving up in Arizona. Oh, and Tyler stealing Georgia. Looks like he's making a play for that AA bonus. Louisiana moving up. I think that will be enough to get the AA bonus. We'll have to see. Yes! A big 120K and the manufacturing bonus. That's going to be huge. And actually, it looks like Daniel no-spent that round. Very interesting. Check out the comments. Richard said he doesn't need Kentucky or Indiana. Well, yeah, see. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. That's actually a good tip for me to know. Very good. Chad says, looks like the Stone is going with the Hangman strategy. Oh, man. Everybody's buzzing about the Hangman strategy. Oh, the Hangman strategy is so hot right now. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Just about the same amount of money currently. A lot of big flips that we just saw. Of course, Tyler Burrola, the Stone, just grabbed Georgia. Let's see. A lot of possible challenges here. Let's go ahead and click ahead. Brennan says, I take 2 weeks off and I miss out on the Hangman Fed. Yep, we've had the Hangman strategy. We had the Texas Oil Man. That's something that popped up. As we were mentioning earlier, there's been a lot of trash talk. I'll go ahead and display that in picture. You guys can see some of what our champion Daniel Warren had to say about tonight's matchup. Okay, defense in Florida, Louisiana, all locked in. Okay, he's going to challenge in New York. And with both Cali and Texas locked in, I believe it's time for the money. Yes. Oil, agriculture. There it is. Very nice. Look at the Latino bonus. So close. One state and he would have got that Latino bonus. High tech, not too far behind. If he moves up in New York and he's able to keep it away from Tyler Burrola, that will get him high tech. It'll get him Latino, and it'll also keep him his 29 electorals. Isn't that a treat? Jason says Tyler has already won this game. Well, he certainly has the advantage in the momentum. I'll say that. He certainly has the momentum. I'll go ahead and make my spend now. Now, when we did a poll earlier on, Daniel Warren was the favorite to win. So it'll be interesting to see what folks think once it's time for the ballot. If you're just joining us, this is the 270 Classic World Championship rubber match between Tyler Burrola and the champion Daniel Warren. The 270 World Championship, yes, it's the third matchup. These two have gone back and forth, trading wins, trading belts, and this is their last go-around to see who will walk away with the championship and defend against one of many numerous high-profile contenders. Let's see. Wisconsin, Battleground. Pennsylvania, Battleground. Maryland, Battleground. The whole damn country's a battleground. Oh yes. Florida. Not possible. But could you imagine? Jamie says New York is probably gone for Daniel. Very probable. We'll have to see how it pans out, but I could see that being the case. A lot of pressure right now. A lot of opportunities for more flips. Here we go. Daniel putting pressure in Colorado. Moving into Connecticut. A clash in Delaware. Okay, looks like Daniel making a move for Latino through Nevada. And both of them going for high tech. And Tyler Burrola does indeed steal New York. Here we go. Both of them moving into Washington, making plays for that high-tech bonus. Tyler really pulling away with this one right now. Daniel Warren's going to have to pull out some tricks here to start gaining that momentum that he needs to pull this out by the end. Tyler Burrola with the Town and Gown bonus, with the export bonus. Big differential in bonus right now. Tyler cleaning it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look who can count. It's me. 6. 6-2. That's 3-1. And you can't divide any further than that, folks. Not cleanly. Daniel's got to pull out some big moves. Starting to look a little one-sided here. I'll go ahead and make my spend. Although I think they're going to need a little bit more time. Thank you for being here with us tonight. The 270 Classic Tournament. Although I don't know if it's really a tournament now. It's really more of a league. It's an excellent league with a lot of awesome competitors. Everybody vying for the 270 Classic World Championship. Brendan Borman says, I would only go Nevada if I'm Daniel and save the rest. Yes, he definitely needs to hold on to some money, I think, as well. I agree. Let's take a look. Tyler Burrola, very close to the high-tech bonus. Let's see, he could grab Delaware. I think that would get him there. I think he should move into Utah. Washington would get him there. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Big advantage for Mr. Burrola currently. Once again, this is their third matchup. Burrola versus Warren 3. This is the last one. This one is for all the marbles. And by marbles, I mean the 270 Classic World Championship. Brendan says, PA Steel is so risky, but could be a game changer. Oh yeah, absolutely. A nice Pennsylvania Steel is always a kicker. Kick you right in the teeth when someone steals Pennsylvania from you. Jamie says, he needs to be in all the Midwestern states and safe. If he can flip all of them, maybe that will help. Javier says, was there a 4-corner try? It kind of seemed like it. It did seem like another 4-corner, didn't it? Because actually, yeah, because he was in Florida as well. Although Tyler Burrola went into Florida first, so to be honest and to be fair, Daniel could have just as easily been going into Florida to force Tyler to spend there. So it was really more of a three-corner strategy, if you could call it that. Got about a minute left on the clock here. Turn 12. $47. Looks like about what? 47 electorals currently locked in. I think that's what I'm counting here. Here we go. Tyler into Connecticut. Moving up in Delaware. Defending in Florida. Pressure in Massachusetts. Locking in Maryland. Tyler Burrola has locked in Maryland. Moving into Minnesota. Okay, and it looks like Daniel's going to get his Latino bonus. Pennsylvania nearly locked in. And it looks like Tyler is going to get the high-tech bonus. Yep, there it is. Nice 100K. And 82.5 for Daniel Warren for the Latino bonus. Very nice. Both gentlemen, over $1 million in cash saved up. Got some big money moves coming for sure. I'll make my spend now in the beautiful state of Minnesota. Is it beautiful? Well, I don't know. Never been there. Could be. Maybe it's not. You tell me. Minnesota, that is. That's where I spent the money. I guess, more accurately, I pledged the money and then removed it, so it's kind of a terrible thing, but, well, there is no zero spend, so what are you going to do? Tyler Burrola only 4 away from the 270 required. Brendan says, eyes on New York. Let's take a look. 150, 300, 450, 600, 750, 900. So, I don't know if he has it bonus-wise, but if that was all general money, for example, he could move up 3. But that doesn't look like it's New York money, though, so he's got a little bit less than that. Brennan says, if Daniel flips Colorado with his oil, he doesn't have to defend Nevada. Let's see. Just about the same locked in, right? Oh, wait, no, Maryland's also been locked in now as well. Javier says, breaking news. Okay. I'm listening. All right. Okay. Breaking news. Javier says, Supan Lainez just won his first tournament, the Round Table Tournament. Congratulations, Supan. Big win. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Supan Lainez has won his first Round Table Tournament. And his first tournament. Awesome. Big win for Supan, and a big win for one of these two gentlemen this evening. Here we go. Okay, yes, and Daniel Warren will steal and lock in Colorado. Oh, wow! Wow, look at that! Both of them! Huge, huge jump into Florida. And it did not pay off for Daniel Warren, though. Tyler decided that he was going to cap off Florida. He saw it coming, he capped off Florida, and now Tyler Burrola clearly walking away with a gigantic advantage, if not the win, for that move. Daniel Warren spending his entire cash of money, nearly his entire cash, on a Florida steal. Wow. That sucks. Oh, you hate to see it, but you absolutely love to see it, though, too. Oh, man. Florida will break your freaking heart. Ballot next turn, too. Oh, man, kill me. Whew. Daniel Warren, I'm sorry, buddy. I'll see you at the next one, man. Tyler Burrola with an amazing game. A painful, painful turn if you're Daniel Warren. He is definitely going to be wanting his revenge at some point for this match. Dear Lord, look at that. 368 to 170. That is tough.
This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law. That makes 2 of us, King. I don't think Portland's gonna know.
He's broken in half. I'll make my move. Man, I don't know if there's any coming back from that. That's a big, big oof.
This is good old JR.
Yeah, we know JR. Don't you worry. Man, I don't have anything else left to say, to be honest. I'm speechless. That was tough. If he had stolen Florida, we'd all be thinking a lot differently right now. But because he missed that mark, it's just big oof. Here we go. Okay, and the stone is going to lock in Delaware. I think we're just going to see him. Yep. Got the 0 spend there. That's it, everybody. That's it. Tyler Burrola is once again the 270 Classic World Champion. Hard-fought match for Daniel Warren. Unfortunately, it did not work out this time. I'm sure he will be back for his revenge in a future match. Painful, painful situation in Florida. What else can you say? Wow, great matchup between these two competitors. Tyler Burrola, congratulations on your victory. Thank you all for joining us this evening for this 270 Classic World Championship match. Big shout out to Rene Lopez for putting on this league. Thank you to all of you for being here, for being a part of this. Also, thank you to Daniel and Tyler for putting on a great match. Tyler, congratulations again on earning your championship. I'll be very curious to see who you play next. This is Tyler DeMoura, King of the North, signing off. See y'all on the next one.
This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. That makes 2 of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. Look at this. Look at this. You talking about a house of fire. You're seeing it right here. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you through. Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's